Okay, let's just jump right in. The way we all find information online is changing faster than you can blink. So if your goal is to be discovered, whether you're a business, a brand, or you just have an idea you want to share, you need to know that the old playbook for getting noticed, yeah, that's just been tossed out the window. In this explainer, we are diving into the new rules for AI-powered SEO. So let me start by asking you a really simple question. How do you find things online these days? I mean, just a few years ago, the answer was a no-brainer. You just say, I'll Google it. But today, that answer is getting so much more complicated, and the places we turn to for answers are just exploding. I mean, just look at this. We're not just typing keywords into a little search bar anymore, are we? We're having full-on conversations with AI chatbots, we're getting instant summaries from Google's AI overviews, and we're discovering things we didn't even know we were looking for on platforms like YouTube and TikTok. This isn't just a search engine anymore. It's a whole complex, tangled network of discovery. And every single one of these channels plays by its own rules. And that brings us to our first major point. The entire search landscape is shifting right under our feet, which means the old rules, well, they just don't apply anymore. And I want to be super clear about this. We are not talking about some minor software update. This is a fundamental, ground-up rewiring of how people discover businesses, find solutions to their problems, and learn new things. We've gone from a pretty simple, straight-line search process to something way more complex and interconnected. This is a genuine inflection point. So what happens when you try to stick to the old ways in this completely new world? Well, it's pretty simple. You get lost. It's kind of like trying to navigate a brand new city with a map that's 10 years out of date. Let's take a look at the real costs of using that old map. Here's the bottom line, the thing you really need to get. If your strategy is still just about chasing keywords and tweaking little technical details for one search engine, you're basically running on a hamster wheel. It is no longer a guarantee for success. In fact, for a lot of businesses, it's quickly becoming a recipe for frustration and a whole lot of wasted effort. And this right here lays out the real-world consequences perfectly. First, your online visibility becomes completely unpredictable. You're up one day and you've vanished the next. Then your engagement just tanks because you're not where the real conversations are happening. And the final result of all that, you get fewer qualified leads because the right people, your people, simply aren't finding you anymore. Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom. There is a way forward. A new playbook has emerged for this new era. It's called an AI SEO strategy, and you can think of it as the modern GPS you need to navigate this whole complex landscape with confidence. So, what is it exactly? Well, an AI SEO strategy is a high-level framework, not just a list of random tactics. It's about getting crystal clear on what you want your business to be known for, pinpointing where that visibility needs to happen, and, this is the most important part, figuring out how to prove to the new AI gatekeepers that your expertise is trustworthy and legit. Now, to really wrap your head around this, we need to understand a core strategic shift in thinking. It's the difference between simple optimization and a much more powerful concept, orchestration. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. See, on the left, the old way, optimization. That was all about winning a race to the #1 spot on Google, mainly by focusing on keywords. But on the right, orchestration is about creating a symphony. It's about demonstrating your expertise and building trust across multiple platforms so that you become the trusted, go-to answer everywhere your audience is looking. This one sentence just captures the entire idea perfectly. Search strategy is shifting from optimization to orchestration. It's just not enough anymore to optimize for one algorithm. You have to orchestrate your expertise across the entire digital ecosystem. And here's why that orchestration is so critical. Our audience isn't just human anymore. AI systems are the new curators. They're the ones deciding which sources to summarize, which brands to reference, and ultimately which expertise to trust and pass along to human users. Your first job now is to convince the AI. Okay, so how do you actually do that? How do you build that kind of trust with an AI system? Well, it's not guesswork. There's a structured framework for it. This 5-step process is the heart and soul of the AI SEO strategy, and it's a continuous loop. It all starts with discovery and alignment, making sure your SEO goals actually match up with your real business objectives. Then you move to AI-driven research, using modern tools to understand the deeper intent behind what people are asking. From there, you design the strategic architecture of your content, how it all connects to prove your authority. The execution roadmap is your action plan, prioritizing what to create and what to fix. And finally, measurement and review. And this is where the game really changes. Instead of just tracking rankings, you start focusing on metrics like how often you're included in AI-generated answers and discovered on all these new platforms. The beauty of this framework is that it's not some short-term hack. It is not about tricking an algorithm that's just going to change next month anyway. This is a durable roadmap, and it's designed to create sustainable visibility for years to come because it aligns with the fundamental direction that search is heading. So we'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. As we move deeper and deeper into this new era where AI is the primary guide to information, the most important question for any brand isn't how do I rank, but rather, how will I prove I'm the expert? Thanks for watching.